stopped raining. So I've run out. I'll quickly put this one in. I already did that inside, but now I'm putting them together. So I've got this rough slat pattern that I'm doing. I'm in such a rush. Oh no. So now I'm doing the opposite side, so the one that's already in here. I'm just matching on this side to make sure we're nice and square. And just getting all these in, which is going to be supporting the kitchenette and also slats for a couch. We're trying to figure out how we're going to get the kitchenette mounted in. And because they're heavy duty, you can't separate them, so you need to put them in there first, and then you need to figure out a way to support the kitchenette itself to then screw it all in. Number one, it's really high. Number two, it's really heavy. But thankfully, Matt was throwing out this electric standing desk and it still works. So, and it can go up to the height we need, which is insanely lucky. So before the rain hits, I'm going to try and smash that.
Quickly take the door off to be able to access this last spot.
But I now need to thread it all in.
Well, yeah, but like this sky and no door and the kitchenette out, yeah. Far out. This is so scary. We did it.
We did it.
Look at this.
Wow.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Obviously needs to be able to stay out, which we still need to figure out. But
well, I got a couple different ideas, but it's sort of I wanted to see it all together for how I would end up executing that.
Yep, that looks great.
That's sick. Man, tell you what, it is snug.
Obviously, we'll put a drawer front there.
Yeah.
Here's our pantry.
Yeah, just like that.
All right, let's put this door back on before it rains, please.
Oh man, this is like the first time in a while that we've been feeling like excited, and I wouldn't say on track, but
yeah, we're on track.
There. We're on track.
Considering the weather, we're on track. I'd say.
So kitchenette's in. It's not completely finished, but all that's left are like drawer fronts. So it's the same as the drawers here. They're all done, varnished, everything. I'm just not putting them on until the end because it just, you never know when jumping in and out, you can just damage stuff. So I'm not going to bother. That piece went in really well. We put in that piece there. And then I also put in the one in front of the fridge. That fits in really nicely. Now I just need to shave about 2 mil off the top because I just don't want the fridge lid to catch. All of the countertops are basically finished varnishing. They've come out really nice. We might even do a couple extra coats just for the hell of it, just to give it the most protection that it can. But they're looking really, really nice. Hopefully all the sizes work out okay. Today I also chamfered off the back edge for the fridge countertop so there is a bit more clearance when lifting the lid. If you haven't seen the conundrum, it's in a past episode, but if not, I'll explain it when we fit it. And yeah, check that the bed frame fits, and it does. It's very tight, but it does. So thankfully that's literally whacking 2 hinges on it and it's in. The little side bits over there, I haven't really done anything about that because it's literally going to be a side frame and some slats so we have access to it, but it's still supporting us. Wow. It's actually really close. So I still have a long list to do, but thankfully tomorrow with all the rain, most of it can be done inside. I know all the dimensions, so I don't need to keep running back and forth. So I can finish it, and any chance we get, when pieces are finished, we can drop them in. And we should be good. The only thing left will be electrical and water stuff, which I still won't be able to tinker with tomorrow. And whenever else we get the chance. Oh, we also need to do the overhead compartment. But then curtains, yeah, they'll be kind of simple, I guess. Although the simple ones always seem to be the most arduous tasks, I think. So, thankfully, I think everything, and it would be great if we were ahead of the game, but I reckon we're still on track. What do you reckon, Lay?
Yeah.
You're over hanging out in an industrial estate now.
Yeah.
Fun adventures soon, little man. Beautiful. Look at that. That's all I need to do. Undo that. And then we'll have the countertop that we can then just lift up. That is schmicko. Alright, it's in.
Fridge is in.
That's looking fresh. Wow. Oh, I'm loving that.
You like it, Lay?
What do you reckon?
You like the fridge?
Yeah? Here we go. Look at that. Wow. Overhead cabinetry.
Yeah.
God, we just got like hailed on, then stopped, then rain and crazy wind.
I think it's stopped now. This is so...
Yeah, this is not how we imagined
Oh my
this
God.
panning out, but... Oh man, too much to do in not enough time. But, that looks pretty schmicko. Now I gotta put the fronts on, I guess. Also, just look at this. Nice. We're not over it at all. Just got back. Man, what a successful day. It's so exciting. And we also picked up, Tan's dad was looking after our, well, a lot of things of ours actually. Kudos to John for holding our things while we've been doing this, turning our life upside down. But I picked up our Max Tracks and Kendall's board. We've got another few boards we've got to pick up from another place. But man, we are so stoked with it. And at Barossa Offroad, Bandit Barossa Offroad was unbelievable. The customer service was so good. Oh my God, we're just over the moon. It's actually coming together. We're starting to get all buzzed. It's been a pretty, I'm sure you've seen it in our voices and faces. We're getting pretty run down, pretty tired, and a little disheartened when things just go slower than expected. But this has been a really nice sort of like, whoa, look at him. Look at him. That's great. So, still got a lot to do. We are straight back into it tomorrow. We're going to try and get it done. We've got a full day tomorrow and a full day the next day. So, home stretch. We cannot wait. This has just got us so buzzed. We got a nice little kick up the butt to get going again. But look at that. He's looking like a full adventure vehicle now. We're so excited. Need a big sleep tonight though. Absolutely wrecked. Here's where we're at. So we picked up the cushions the other day, which now we are super stoked with. They're exactly the same cushion cover as we got for Vance's rear-facing bench seat. We were so impressed with it. I highly recommend going to, because this was done at an auto trim place, so it was the same covers we got for Vance's front seats. We then did the rear-facing bench seat. I'm so happy with how hearty this material is. Like, you can, yeah, sure, go to Spotlight or whatever and pick your own material and stuff. Again, also dark for sure if you're living in it. Marks just straight away. Our very first build had light coloured cushions and we just constantly covered them because we didn't want them to get dirty, and they still got filthy and gross. It was made with normal material, so like it got holes in it easy. This stuff you can thrash, it's dark. We had no pull threads, holes or anything. So we thought we should just go for the whole thing. We want a darker look anyway to be similar to our countertops. Super impressed with that. So I would highly recommend, if you are to do it, go to an auto trimmer and get actual like auto seats, because they're made to be used for decades and used daily. So far heartier than your normal textiles that you would get. Obviously kitchenette was put in the rain. We've got no floor steel because that's going to go in near the end. Drawer fronts need to be added. So might be a shaving here or there. The drawer front will go on the kitchenette as well, hopefully today. The overhead cabinet looking sick. Really stoked with how it looks, and it's a lot of space too. I knew it was going to be somewhat decent, but it's proving to be even more than I thought, which is absolute pleasure considering it is such a small space. I will need to put a support in the middle, and then also put the fronts on with their hinges that are going to be with the support beam. I need to fix the drawer that's my closet at the end of the hallway there. One of the things that was just annoying, but I ended up, the screw heads just catch. So I need to go back in. It was the most awkward installation, and now I need to go back in and remove each one and replace them with a smaller, flatter screw head, which is, I've used the screws on all other hinges, all other drawer slides, but this one's slightly different and it catches, so really frustrating. I just left it when I found that out. I still need to I need to secure the sluts, so I've got some that are screwed in, but other ones I wanted to, for the sake of installing the kitchenette, but also for future if I need to tinker with anything in there. That was one downfall with the build last time, is I couldn't really get in there or modify anything I needed to in the kitchenette because it was closed. So I'm just it's completely supported by the couple of struts that I actually have screwed in. So now all these guys aren't needed other than just to support our weight. So I'm just going to put in little screw heads in the tips of them, and they'll just slot into the little holes there. So they'll stay put, they'll nestle in there, but if I need access, I can remove them to get access to it, modify like sometimes the slides may like sag a little, or I might need to just change some angles or something. At least that way it's not completely encapsulated, I can still do that. So definitely food for thought if you're getting really heavy duty drawer slides. They can't be disconnected, so you have to install them as one, which is why we had that elevating desk thing, which was an absolute godsend. Food for thought if you are building that, to try and make it still possible to have access in some way, but still make sure it's structurally sound. So that's a little tip if you're doing that. A few more structural things I need to support. I've only tacked that loosely together, so I need to reinforce that a little bit more once everything's all sorted. It gives me a little bit of wiggle room to be able to manipulate a couple things if need be, squeeze things into place so that it's really solidly put in there. But heaps to do today. I tackled some wiring stuff yesterday, Arvo, when we got back. But yeah, it's just go time. All day today, all day tomorrow, and hopefully we're done.